The true meaning of etiquette, to be very honest, is about humility. You know, etiquette is nothing but about humility. A lot of people mistake etiquette, and a lot of people think etiquette is all about a certain lifestyle or a certain upbringing, a certain education. The myth is etiquette is not all about that. You know, etiquette, humility is the ultimate sophistication. So I hear so many questions on etiquette in general, how much grace you must have. Etiquette is nothing but how somebody feels in my company. So, if in any way I make a person feel not very comfortable in my presence, that is an etiquette faux pas. So, etiquette is a very simple rule of thumb how anybody feels in your company, how you make somebody feel in your company, the relationship that you build with anyone. And that is etiquette. Humility is the ultimate sophistication. And when two people meet, and their behavior affect one another, that is etiquette. That truly is etiquette. So etiquette is absolutely what it's not. It's nothing to do with wealth, nothing to do with prosperity, nothing to do with any kind of a blue-blooded family, lineage. It's nothing to do with education, nothing to do with Ivy League schools, none of that. Etiquette is simply humility and how somebody feels in your company. You will meet many people who don't come from the best of the background, but they have this beautiful power and charisma to just make you feel very comfortable and very warm in their company. And that means they are just born with a great skills of relationship building.
So, Konkana, I just keep looking at all your creatives and templates. So, I just want to ask you, how do we match the best color for as per our skin? Like you keep taking workshops on that, right?
Yes.
So, can you just guide me with that?
So about skin tone, Nidhi, normally Indian skin tone falls under the autumn category,
Okay.
and mostly people from the Arab world and Asia, Southeast Asia, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, India, we are all fall in the autumn category. So something in a deeper color. So if you see the color that I'm wearing a yellow. Now there are
Right.
64 shades of yellow that you can wear.
Okay.
There is certain yellow that will elevate your skin tone, and there's certain yellow that will diminish your skin tone.
Okay.
Similarly, there are many shades of reds and many shades of gray. The right tone will be understood by something called color analysis. But long story short, if you're from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, stick to warmer color, warmer, richer color. The color that you find in an Indian masala box, for example.
Got it. Okay.
All the colors that you find in an Indian masala. So pistachio. So pistachio is the green that will look very good in our skin tone. Olive. Olive is a beautiful green for us again. Turmeric. A turmeric is the yellow that we will be complimented.
Enhance. Right.
The red chili powder, which is a deeper brownish red, and that will be better for our skin tone. If you think about the jeera powder, that is the brown.
Mm-hmm.
The cinnamon
Right.
brown, that will be the red and the brown. The cinnamon, the cinnamon color is fabulous for our skin tone. So
Right.
those are the
Right.
colors that fall under the autumn category. Autumn leaves. If you know the autumn leaves, those are the
Right.
colors that's most complementing for our skin tone, and those are the colors we should all stick to. Now, good part about color knowledge, Nidhi, is when you know about your color combination, you can look about 10 years younger.
Wow.
Simply because how the color analysis works is when you wear the right kind of color, the light reflects on your color, and that light reflects back in your face. So
Got
if
it.
you're wearing a lot of people wear blue. It's not really a very good color for Indian skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
So when you wear blue, and not many people know that the only blue that looks good on Indian skin tone is teal.
Right.
Teal. Teal is the blue that looks good, or maybe like a deep turquoise. Because
Okay.
we fall under autumn category, ladies. Remember, we fall under autumn category. So the colors that we should stick to are more muted of any color, the muted version and the more richer version of any color. So, for example, rather than going tomato red, go for a deeper maroonish red. Okay. So my suggestion would be, Sonam, is you first of all you will have to report this violation to your HR, and if the HR do not take any they don't take any action, you have to write an email to the higher authority, the HODs of the company. For example, you must be having board members in your company, the MDs, the CEO, all the C-suite level. You must write an email about the incident, and you must tell them that you have reported the incident to HR, but the quest was futile and there was no action taken. And this obviously incident has turmoiled you emotionally and mentally. So this is an email that you can put professionally without going to the police or without taking any legal action before leaving the company. Now, if you just leave without giving a written understanding, not many people would know about it, right? It would be forgotten in isolation. So that's something I would recommend you. A message from Vedanti Kurekar. What a teenager can do to build a better relationship personally. Very good question, Vedanti. Everybody must always be social. What happens, especially during the lockdown, we were completely in isolation. That has really affected us emotionally and our social skills in a big way, right? Now, everything is getting slightly relaxed, but virtually we got so much better, right? We are all connected virtually. What's not to do is to be forgotten in isolation. Don't completely lock yourself down and not be in human touch, because that is definitely go against your social skills. And to build better relationship, you have to constantly be in human connection. Throw yourself in a social and a business situation. And for parents, for example, if we have young parents here, what I would request young parents here to let your children socialize, because that is really going to help them in better in social skills. Also, young parents, if we do have any young parents here, we would request you all to know a little bit about children's etiquette so you can embark that knowledge to your kids at a younger age.
My colleagues in my government department will be coming to office in saris. Uh, is there any other outfit which I can wear which would not look
Absolutely.
out of place?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A twin set is a very good example for classic Western and official. Twin set is
Okay.
very comfortable if you're comfortable in skirts, that is. If you're
Hmm.
not,
Yes.
then you can wear a pantsuit apart from a sari.
Right.
Not many people are comfortable in Indian clothing, and that is fine. And twin set is equally elegant with a scarf or a pantsuit. How you can really elevate your overall look in visual credibility is to throw a jacket on. So any kind of a blazer, what it does, it
Okay.
visually enhance your credibility simply because it forms a construction,
That
around
yes,
the
yes.
shoulder. So
Right,
visual
right, right.
visual credibility will also enhance in your personal branding. A few way to enhance your visual credibility in a professional section is by wearing a jacket, simply because it gives a construction around your face,
Right, right.
around your
A
shoulder.
straight line. Yes, yes, yes.
Also
Thank you so
by
much.
wearing scarves. And the most important part is to wear well-tailored clothing.
So I have a question now. So I'll be joining in an MNC in Mumbai. So
Mhm.
that's Accenture. So would you give me any tips to dress up not too formally, not too over the top, just to be very simple?
Absolutely. Apurva, I can see that you're a young lady joining the corporate world, and congratulations. MNC is a big deal. So,
Thank you
my
so
top
much.
tip would be to enhance your visual authority and personal branding is to wear high contrast color combination.
Okay.
You can make a note of it. A high
Mm-hmm.
contrast color combination um,
Mm-hmm.
would be the first rule of thumb for visual credibility and
Okay.
construction in your body, in your overall image. So a
Mm.
jacket, never go in a t-shirt and
Yeah.
jeans. No, don't.
Yeah.
So put more construction in your overall dressing.
Okay.
Formal is better than a semi-formal or an informal for your age group. Now, what happens in the corporate world, and I know it hands-on because I started my career at a very, very young age. I used to make an effort to look older so that the corporate world takes me seriously.
Okay.
Now that I'm much older, I'm okay, I guess. I don't have to make too much of an effort.
But you don't look like.
You just look fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, you as usual, you're just full of praises and full of love, but high contrast color combination, my dear.
Okay.
So black and white, and as I was mentioning, Nidhi, that we have a certain undertone of our skin tone which is warm.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of a white, you would go for a
Okay.
ivory cream, and that is our white ladies. So our white is not pure white, which is blue undertone. Our white is cream, ivory, and those
Okay.
oysters. Those are the white that we should go
Mm-hmm.
for. Ivory with black, ivory
Mm-hmm.
with red is a fabulous color combination in classic
Mm-hmm.
elegant. If you like pink, you can, but don't go for a neon pink. That is not our color.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to go
Correct.
for a more pastel pink, and
Mm-hmm.
pink with black is a very good color combination as well. So stick
Mm-hmm.
to high to medium contrast, don't go low contrast, and go for formal clothing and level
Okay.
one clothing for
Okay.
visual authority.
Mm-hmm.
um, Keep your hair tied up
Okay.
to come across more formal and organized,
Mm-hmm.
and invest in jackets.
Okay.
Invest in shoes, formal shoes. That means closed toe always, either
Okay.
ballerina or with
Okay.
2 inches of heels. Black
Okay.
and beige.
So when we mix with different kinds of crowds and people from different sections of the society, not everyone might be able to accept us wearing a third layer or wearing a twin suit like you mentioned. So wearing something with a low tone, something like a kurti with a high collared dress, high collar, or a cigarette pant, what is your thought on that?
I think it's a great thing that you're doing, Nirja, that you're playing the part according to the crowd. It is a very good start. As a soft skill trainer, remember, we are also walking the talk. So our audience, our students look at us and want to sort of emulate the way we talk, the way we dress. Most of our students, and so you're from the same industry. I would say don't have a mixed image.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to your style. You must be knowing your own style, what you're comfortable at, and stick to that. What you can play is the authority of the visual authority of the same dressing. But I wouldn't say go wear one place Indian wear and another place completely classic, traditional, and Western. That will give you a mixed image. So
Okay.
what happened with mixed image? We are dealing with human psychology, right? What is image consultancy? What are we doing when we are sort of giving a transformation of our client? What we are doing is giving them a solid personal branding. So that is the foundation, right? So
Yeah.
the first thing for us also as an image and etiquette consultant is to have a solid personal branding as a foundation for ourselves. So what's not to do is to give mixed messages to the audience, because human psychology will get confused then. In one place, if you look very traditionally Indian and the next day you look Diana, the Princess of Wales, people cannot connect with you. Remember, ladies, elegance should be effortless. And the
Thank
way to make it effortless, do you know how to make it effortless? To completely internalize it in your private life. Thank you very much. I hope this was fun, and I am delighted that I could connect with you all personally. Nothing gave me more happiness, and I really, really am very thankful for your support through my Instagram stories and Instagram question and answer. And I do have a lot of personal pleasure and happiness connecting with you all. I thank you once again, all of you, for joining me, and I hope this session was somewhat helpful.